Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. How's it going? I get messages through songs, so one earbud in, one earbud out. The worms go in, the worms go out. That just popped in my head. Pleasant. Anyway, I get messages other ways too, but this is the easiest way to help me translate to you guys. Like, share, subscribe. That helps me out. Drop a tip, Cash App. If I've helped you in some way, that'd help me out too. A girl's gotta fix her car. Like, seriously need to fix my car, so dropping a tip. Shopping my eBay would be awesome. That would help so much. wtfLisa eBay. I have some spiritual items and some random stuff. It is what it is. Phone readings are closed, but I do have recorded video tarot readings at wtfLisa Etsy. And then I have one for $2.99. It's a one card reading done through Etsy messaging. Links are in the description. That was a lot. I have Kings and Queens by Ava Max, and I've listened to it like 3 times in a row, which I like this song, but it's not 3 times in a row worthy, and now I'm going to listen to it again. And this, I don't know if that applies to the message. It did take me a minute I was outside when I heard it, so I had to dance while I was out there, and then I came in and set up, and it took a bit. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Why am I saying that? I don't know. I'm telling you to leave me alone, but watch my video. Conflicting information. So I'm gonna start it over. If I love the kings and the queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of my queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. I do picture a chessboard, and that's what I pictured again. Every time I restarted the song. We're on time number 4 now. Chessboard. With, at first there would be just one queen on the board. And then I heard someone in my head yell, checkers! Like, wrong game, asshole! Get out of my head! Energy reader problems. Anyway, and then I started seeing other pieces kind of show up and disappear, and different pieces replace them, and they disappeared. But the same thing that was consistent was the queen. And it was a white queen. And I think it was the only white piece on the board. The other ones, when they would show up, there'd be all the pieces that showed up in the vision were like black, then they would disappear, and then brown ones, and then it would disappear. And then it would just kind of switch, and then it'd be a mix of everything. But the consistent thing was the queen. Interesting energy. Let's find out what that means. Is this a spiritual chess reading? Because I have not done one of those in forever. But I haven't had as much time to do long readings. If you guys shop more, then I could fix my schedule and I could do them. But life. All of my queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. I love dancing. I like not dancing good because it's more fun. Like, you act out the song, or you just do this, like, stupid ass move for a while. It's so much fun, and you burn so many more calories. In chess, the king can move one space at a time. The queens are free to go wherever they like. And there is that energy. Again, some of you, if you have a karmic derpy twin flame, or what twin fraud I like to call them, your divine masculine's a dingleberry masculine. I feel like this reading is for you. You've been released from the contract, but it's still weird. It's still weird. For a long time, I've gotten replacement vibes, but then a few of the divine feminines I know have not had a replacement, and it's been a few years. So I don't know if that's fraud, fake, phony, or if it's just taken for fucking ever. But it's not like any of us are getting any younger. The only consistent thing on that board was the queen, so pulled the star card. What is she wearing? A white gown. What did I say the chess piece was? White. And now I have I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. I love this song. I've loved it since I was a little girl. But the movie I can't decide if it ruined it for me or elevated it for me, because I pictured Giovanni Ribisi in that movie dancing to it, and it was so funny and amazing, and it makes me happy. And I picture that, and then I also just really like this song. Her voice was cool as fuck. Here's the star. To me, Divine Femme, that's you. And there's just Page of Coins, running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. My voice decides to go out. Page of Coins, Knight of Wands, To me, these are those background chess players, and they just come and go, disappear. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. I have to think about this card, so I'm going to set this one aside. Something about 8 of Cups seems very significant to me, but something's like, don't talk about it yet, and that doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense at all, but, you know, whatever. I just give them messages, you know, that's all I do. I deliver them, and then I move on. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the way! Oh, my voice is going. My throat hurts a little bit. It's dumb. Because what would they say if they ever knew? Oh, Tower, what would they say? Temporary people and temporary things. Knight of Cup, 5 of Wands. Your Dinkleberry masculines, you elevated. They obviously did not, because they're not even on the fucking chessboard anymore. They could be trying to get back in. I had a weird experience with, and I'm not going into it fully, but I almost feel cathartic now, as I didn't quite confront. I mean, I did kind of confront somebody that was part of my Dinkleberry masculine's bullshit. And it wasn't like, bitch, you took my man or anything. It was just like, she's trying to be all friendly to my face. Not to my face, it was online, but trying to be all friendly. And I'm like, bitch, please, the fuck are you doing? But it felt cathartic. Like, I felt a release. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to tell that to everybody. Just telling one person was enough. And then you're off, the Fool. Some of you really, okay, the temporary people don't matter. Let's go. It's the mission. Running just as fast as we can. I pull the Fool. King of Coins. There's bigger, better, blessed out there. Whether it's another man or it's just a thing for you. Whether you are the King of Pentacles as well as the Queen. Why? The Queen rules the chessboard. 8 of Coins and 8 of Cups. Something's telling me to keep these two. Maybe 888 is important. Maybe it's not the cards, it's the number. Think we're alone now. Beating of our hearts is the only sound. Some of you, August could be important. It's the 8th month. I think we're alone now. Some of you now, after going through all the bullshit, you are valuing your peace. So that's another energy I get. The clearing of the chessboard. All right, well, I cleared the chessboard. I'm going to enjoy it now. Why? There's no fucking talking. No one's like, hey, Queen, here's all these weird problems and bullshit. You're like, nope, peace. I wish I had that. Like, people around me are peaceful and cool, but I pick up energies and read, and it's not great. I mean, I do it because it's my duty, but it sucks. You're trying to grocery shop and you're picking up, like, Diddy bullshit, and you're like, oh my god. I just wanted to buy milk. I didn't want to buy milk and then put your baby oil. No, I didn't want to do that. Or you're just, like, taking a shower, thinking about what you gotta do for the day, and then all of a sudden you're picking up a fire, or some spiritual weirdo bullshit, or some method who thinks he's a cult leader, but he's really an idiot, burns down the trailer park, and you're just like, can I get a damn minute? Maybe some of you are seeking peace, and you're about to get it. There is a huge energy, Divine Femme, of being the only queen on the chessboard, and just having some damn peace for once. And now I have I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Some people want to intrude on your peace. Maybe that could be not only the people that come and go in your life, fake friends, real friends, but people come and go, but just the ones trying to intrude on your peace, but they can't quite get in. A lot of different energies here, but a lot of you could stay awake just to hear you breathing. But some of you ain't having it. This song, okay, I know it's from the movie Armageddon, and everyone's like, oh, it's so great, and it is a good song, but this movie, The Sweetest Thing, ruined it for me. And if you haven't seen it, there's a part where a girl is giving a guy a blowjob, and she gets caught on his penis piercing, and so they're trying to help them out, and someone said that singing relaxes your throat, so they start singing it to help her sing it, and it works. It saves the day. So that's why this song makes me laugh. I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Now, you would get the energy of I don't want to miss a thing is fear of missing out. Well, if I'm over here peaceful, I'm missing out on the action. No. The energy I get is thank God I'm missing out on the bullshit. They aren't missing a thing by missing all the things. No, I ain't missing a thing. It's the same bullshit all the time over and over there. This weird circus. Circle jerk circus, the circle jerks going round and around chasing your damn tails. You don't even know what to do if you catch it. Meanwhile, Divine Femme, you got your peace. You're away from it. Some of you are just maybe realizing how great peace is and the value of peace. Huge energy of peace, and someone may want to disturb it, but I see you being protective of it. Page of Wands, King of Wands, Seven of Coins, Five of Cups. People want to come in, but hermit energy ain't letting motherfuckers in. Nope. You're protecting your peace. I don't want to close my eyes, and I don't want to fall asleep. Because I'll miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. To me, the closing your eyes isn't necessary. You don't want to go back to the way things were. Once you awake, you awake. Once you see, you can't unsee. And you just can't go back to the NPC life. It's just too much has happened. And by missing the gross things, you haven't missed a damn thing. Yeah, you would think, and sometimes it does get lonely, but at the end of the day, traveling, you're moving on to bigger, better, blessed as you still have your soul intact and you're not involved in the mess. You're not trapped in situations and situations like they are. It may not be great, but it's definitely better than dealing with people who are like this and telling you one thing, but they're really like this and abusive to everybody they're dealing with. You don't want to deal with those people. Spiritual bullies. Copycats. I sometimes with that undercover gay card, I don't even get anything to do with gender and sexuality. I get copycat, but there's no copycat card in here. Same with like witchcraft. Sometimes I'll get manipulation. It's not so much witchcraft like candles and shit. Like someone just like little white out on some documents or just straight up lies. Do people even still use whiteout? I don't even know. Overblown ego. The narcs. You're not the fake smiles. You're just tired of dealing with fake people. People whose agendas make no sense. In some cases, for the most part, you know, some of you have different spiritual gifts like me. So while you're peaceful, you're still not peaceful because you're picking up their energies. And occasionally it tries to intrude it on you, but you're not having it. If some of you have left situations, you're on your own, you're just not in that shit. You're still recovering from your own shit. You don't have time to recover from theirs too. Let's get some in the shadows. Maybe something is trying to intrude on your peace, whether it is a person or just an energy. To me, I confronted somebody recently, and it was unprovoked. They did not provoke it. I just saw them, so that was on me, and I accept responsibility for that. But at the same time, I feel better. I feel cathartic. It was nice to say, I know what you are. Leave me alone. Stay away. You know, because usually when they start popping up, then they pop up more, and it's like, nope, let's nip that in the bud now. If I have to be a bitch to protect my peace, I will be a bitch to protect my peace. That's how Queen's roll chessboard, baby. Let's get some in the shadows. I know if I'm in this energy, someone else is too. I pretend I don't care. I do wish you well. Others could be checking up on you. That's why they're weirdly popping up. I have Live in La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. I one time said this would be my battle song. I was playing Call of Duty. I used to play that a lot. Sessions, black cats, and voodoo dolls. Anyway, I was playing and we were about to start, and I'm like, oh, what should the battle song for this match be? And then I put my music on random, and this song came up, and I'm like, yes, I can fight to this. And then I started killing motherfuckers on Call of Duty. Not well, because I died soon after, and then I had, so it wasn't spectacular Rambo, but it was still fun. I pretend I don't care. Some people, they can be stalking and watching, showing up on your timeline because they're stalking your timeline, but you're not having it. If you have to do what I did and be weird, great. Whatever it is, whatever protects your peace, do it. Upside, inside, I live in La Vida Loca. Sometimes the best defense is making people think you're crazy. It works so well. Back in the day, I lived in a rough neighborhood. I was just staying there for a few months, like 6 months, with a friend of mine to be near my mom. And she lived in a meth neighborhood where the shit got broken into all the time. Literally, the night I get there to move in, I pull up and the cops are there. And I'm like, what the hell? My friend's car had been broken into. Someone smashed the window and stole shit out of the car. So people already thought I was a little weird. I used to wear an R2-D2 beanie all the time. Now I just wear my black one. So I would just do weird things, like when I went to check the mail, I would pretend to be an airplane. So people just thought I was loony, and they never fucked with us. Nobody wanted to mess with the weird girl because they didn't know if I was crazy or like something else or what. But I kept our house clear. Nobody wanted to come around. they would ask my friend, what's wrong with your friend? She's like, oh, she's fine. She's just stoned. I'm like, stop telling them that. Tell them I have mental issues. Tell them anything to keep them off your property. I wondered how far this would go, and I pretend you don't mean that much. I also had, remember earlier, I do wish you well. I pretend I don't care. I pretend you don't mean that much. It's the ones intruding on your peace, there's a reason. And you just gotta nip that in the bud and maintain your peace. Even if they have to think you're crazy. Trust me, it's worth it. Living La Vida Loca. Get your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. I wish. Not that I want to see naked people. It's just, it would be funny. Anyway, why don't you shut your mouth and go outside and dance naked in the rain? It's not raining. Boom. Now it is. Go dance in it. Living La Vida Loca. Mommy's got a headache. Go outside and dance in the rain. Not to your kids. I don't mean send kids out there. That sounded bad. Mommy's got a headache. I was picturing grown-ass people, but okay. This is already getting weird. This is why we can't let the weirdos back in. Living La Vida Loca. Ricky Martin's a weirdo, too. In a bad way. Like, he had a weird relationship with his nephew. It's gross. 4 of coins. 6 of swords. 5 of swords. People want to come and disrupt the peace. You may feel a little wonky and funky from it. Or you may end up having, like I did. The other person didn't provoke me. They just kept popping up on my socials. And it's like, why is this person here? Why are you here? I don't think it was necessarily anything they did. Maybe it was just necessary for me to get closure in some way. Whatever it is, if you have to seem like a crazy bitch being good, whatever keeps your peace protected. The best defense is a good offense. I was just thinking about that. As my basketball coach and every sports coach ever has ever said. 6 of coins, keep on going mood. Speak softly and carry a big sword. Keep your moves, whatever. Why am I saying that? What I was going to say is silent, and then this song called Hush came on. That's why I paused for a second, because I'm like, quit messing with me. That's by a band called Kula Shaker, and it was in a lot of 90s teen horror movies, just particularly I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just, make people think you're crazy, then go do something else. Yeah, I'm over here doing this, but you're doing something else. Tell me take up clog dancing, and then while they are your weird copycats, if you have that, or some weirdos trying to meet you at clog dancing class, you won't be there. Why you don't clog dance? Misdirection. And nipping things in the bud is a huge energy. I don't know if they say bud like B-U-D, which would make sense if it's like a floral term, or if they say butt, B-U-T-T, because like dogs will nip at butts. They don't always bite butts, they nip. Why? Because that used to happen to my mom all the time. Her butt was a magnet for dogs, but they would never like bite her super hard. They just a little bite, Hush, hush, thought I heard you call my name now, hush, hush. It's that song. If you know it. If you don't, okay. Hush! He said it in a high-pitched voice. I like it. I'm going to end out this reading. I feel like I'm meandering. And it is, again, like, a case of someone wanting to disrupt your peace, but you don't got time for it. Even if you're doing nothing, it's better than dealing with the bullshit of the past. Because the devil is knocking and he wants to come in, but devil, we're not answering the door.